Generic greetings and welcome back to Frostpunk. In the previous episode we managed to get an automaton. As you can see, we have this thing heading towards our city. It's going to take 1 day 14 hours to get here, and then obviously we can set it going on different things. Apparently a gathering post depleted and coal pile is now gone, so over here we can see that this can be deleted. So we will just say, do you want to get rid of that one? I think we probably do want to dismantle that one. We've also got, what's this, more scouts researched, excellent, so we can check our technology tree. We should now have in the exploration and industry a bit more scouts, that's good. So what else do you want to go for? Well, there's probably a lot of things, but first things first, I do want to actually make some more scouts, so I need to find the scout hut, which is, where is it? It is in here, perhaps? It is in there. I need a total of 40 wood in order to do that. Oh, and we've just got that now, there we go. So, I've got scouts down there, and I can send one to a gloomy cave, so we'll send the scouts over to there. So we now have 2 units of scouts. Now, I know a lot of people have said, well, a couple of people have said that it's not the way to go, but at the same amount I've read elsewhere that says it is a good way to go because you get more stuff as well. So it's just gonna, well, we'll see how it goes. As you can see, discontent is very low, hope is very high. We've got a total of 9 people being treated and none in palliative care, and only 1 amputee. So eventually we do want to go up and see if we can create prosthetics so we can get them back to work if they want to be, if you want to actually do that and such. So anyway. In terms of food, health and shelter, medical post upgrade will heal a sick 10% faster, that's quite good. A bunkhouse allows us to build a bunkhouse, a dwelling for 10 people adequately protected from the weather, so that's a bit better than the horrible homes we've got at the moment. We've also got generator power upgrade and things like that. I think we want to go for the bunkhouse, which is 10 steel and 20 wood, which will then give us obviously the ability to do a bunkhouse. We have a coal mine working there, we've got a steelworks there, and we've got a sawmill there, so they are cutting down these trees here. So eventually we'll have to shift that one. We also have to probably look for alternate sources of coal. So there's a coal deposit there. There is another iron deposit there. Yeah, there's another iron deposit there. But in order to go further than that, there is technology that allows you to go further than that one in, where is it? In resources. I think you can get the steam wall drill. So you got wall drill, which drills in the walls are created uncovering trees that once formed forest before the ice engulfed them. Never built anything from this tier downwards, so it's all going to be quite new. So I want to wait for that bunkhouse there, or do we? Do we want to do that? We don't really want a charcoal kiln. Thumper, probably not. Generator range upgrade would be nice as well, but obviously that's going to use more coal. I think probably sawmill upgrade. I still don't know about that, whether it just says raise the efficiency. Let's just go for efficiency, because I don't think anyone ever said efficiency is bad. Anyway, so there's that working there. That's only on 90% for some reason. Conditions are livable. What about these conditions? Livable, yeah, that's fine. These tents are livable. That's fine. So we probably want to probably want to start deleting these and putting the better ones in as we progress, but we'll see how it goes. In terms of coal, you can see we've got 1,285. We are on steam level 1. Haven't got the ability to go for steam level 2 or any higher, nor the range settings as well. We do have the overdrive, and this is all sorted there, and you can see it's going to get colder in a moment. Let's just have a click here. So a child's play captain. We found a boy frozen in the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. Says if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. He must face his loss. Yeah, that must have been his mother there, so he's grieving. I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it in Book of Laws, nor construction, or anything. Okay, so search for others, find another settlement, and build a care house. Care house? We do have the ability to make a care house, and I'm probably going to place it near here where the heating zones are in, and that, you can see the heating zones here. Sorry, I don't know what that's called again. It is a steam hub. I knew it was a steam something. Yes, the steam hub, but we want to make sure it's in range of the steam hub. So let's go for a care house. Now the question is, do I want to, I think just build it there is quite satisfactory, really. I don't know how big the houses are, so they might change to a different size, and if that's the case, we'll probably delete all these tents and redo this area. Anyway, so we're going to crack on with that one, and that'll give us a care house, which will also give us some more hope. And then we should be able to... Raw food is 0 and 132 raw food rations, which is good. Currently making... Where is it? Standard meal, yeah, that's fine. Yes, going up, that should raise hope, which is good, and then find another settlement, which is going to take a total of, well, actually not 1 hour, because they're heading there to the large convoy rather than the weather station. So let's just speed up to max speed a little bit and wait for this to get to where it's needing to go. Care house promise fulfilled, so hope rises there. So this is a care house which will take care of the gravely ill. So there's only Ali Parker in treatment there. We now have our large convoy, or our expedition at the large convoy, so we will explore that one. So they sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding this convoy told us they were heading to the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So escort the survivors to the city, send the survivors to the city, or leave the survivors. We're going to say probably send the survivors to the city, because we do want to go to the weather station, so we'll send the scouts out there. Now that can go wrong, that you can have a thing where they will get lost and bad things can happen, and obviously that could reduce hope or increase discontent. So yeah, it's important that you, well, I was going to say make the right choice, but yeah, it's not really about that. It's about you know, just doing what you think is best. So I really don't want to bring our scouts back, because it's going to take a day and a bit to get back, and then a day to go back out. So I want to head forward. Okay, so we have everybody in home. We've got a decent amount of stuff here, although they are chilly, these things, which is not great. So there is a low chance of getting ill. We could, if we do so desire, we could build a steam hub, but we'll have to make a couple of them, so probably not. Maybe an upgrade on heating. I don't know if that's the case or not. We'll see. These snowballs here are a bit sheer. You'd think they'd be like sort of board them up. Obviously, the whole point is that there's a big pipe going down there. Don't know if you can see that in between the walk boards. That's like a big steam pipe, I'm guessing, funneling heat to all of these locations. That's actually gathering more wood than I would have expected. Anyway, so we'll knock it up a notch. We are currently on free time, so people can have a bit of a sleep and such. We've got food, went right down there. See, that food's going right down, actually. That's a problem. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to set that to soup, so we get some more food. We might even have to go for an extra hunter's hut, because we're only producing a total of 20. So we're not producing 40, so we'll actually get 80... Is it 90 food with that one? It'll be 80 on that one, because you get 4 food rations for 2 raw. Okay. That's still... How many people have we got? Yeah, we need more food. We're running low on food. Oh, we will be running low on food. Right, okay. So we need food. Hunter's hut. Gonna need another one. I actually think we need more than that. I think we need another set, and another 2 sets, actually. So I'm going to max speed that out. We'll crack on with that. And I think another hunter's hut is the way forward. More food, more better. Right? I mean, if you don't have food, then that's a problem. If you do have too much food, then, well, it can also be a problem in this game. Not so much. Because you really, really, really do want to max that out. Oh, it's getting really cold now, so I'm going to overdrive this generator. There we go. We will max out the amount of people on this, and apparently that's not good enough. Okay, that's a problem. I'm going to pause it. We have... we don't have enough workers, so I'm gonna max out the amount of... There we go. I'm going to max out the amount of engineers that can work in other places. There we go. And then we can max that out, which is 20. And then we will unpause it. There we go. Okay, so are these classes? Yeah, their class is now cold, so moderate risk of getting ill. So for the next couple of days, there is a chance of people getting ill there. Scouts have reached the cave, so we will explore that, and so beset by beasts, we can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking off one by one and feasting on them. So we can say, the bears will kill the survivors, leave the beasts alone. Well, leave the beasts alone, and yeah, the bears will kill the survivors. Or we can risk attacking the beasts, which will give us some more people. People in the cave will live. Scouts will escort them to the city if they survive. So we'll try that one then. And we had to help survivors. Our scouts attacked the bears, people in the cave. 4 children, 19 engineers, 12 workers joined them together to drove away the beast. That's good. Fortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. Yeah. So we've lost our scouts. But one might argue that it's a necessary sacrifice. So anyway, we are going to get some more people now, so again, more mouths to feed, so we need more food. We need more food. I didn't realise it was actually that close. So we'll go for food, health and shelter. We've got a hothouse, medical post upgrade. Hothouse would be free crops to be grown here, supplying 30 raw food a day. I think hothouse is probably the way forward, so we need some more wood. And I will probably wait until we've got that. So it shouldn't take too long, not with a sawmill, and in fact we've just got that there, so we will start researching the hothouse. There we are. So that's working 90% because there's it's quite cold, I believe. But we still have the heater on. Coal's okay. How much does this extract? Coal for about 5 days. I don't know if we're actually I think we're using about the same as what we're generating, which is useful. I don't like that, the fact that they don't go... to be fair, this is proper human behaviour. The path that the council made was there and along, but this is the shorter route. You see it all over the place, where you see the path like that, and then people, and then the grass is always worn a little bit as it as people take the shortcut across. Fantastic. Anyway, so we'll just knock it up a little bit, just because we now have some scouts that have reached the weather station, so we'll explore the weather station. So we found scientist notes. They predict the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's not a can of Spam, nor even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. So we'll take the resources, which is 117 something, and 1 steam core. Is that steel? No, I don't know. Oh, that was coal. We got coal. So we got Winterhome and we got the coal mine. So we need to find another settlement. So we will send them to Winterhome. We might as well. We'll send them over there. And we also have now something here. Abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. Few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. So yeah, we'll have answers soon enough. Hope falls slightly, and it is only slightly, as you can see. So that's too much of a problem at all, really. Okay, so we have the hothouse researching. We are building up with resources, wood in particular, because we do need to make a couple of hothouses. What I might do is place another one of these steam things around here. And then we'll start have hot houses in the other houses anyway. For that, I also want to create another set of scouts, and I will do just that. I think I'm going to do that right now. We can't go over there. There's nothing to survey, so I will go to the coal mine, I guess, and we'll send them there. It's going to take 4 days, is it? Oh, 2 days, 3 hours to go over there. But they take care of themselves, so it's important that we send them off. So max speed out, and boom, we now have the ability to make a hothouse, although we do need 1 steam core to do it. But we are bringing some back, so that's okay. There's no problem there. So we have a total of... how much do we have? We have 37 wood, which is more enough to research more stuff. Medical post upgrade is good. Resources, sawmill upgrade. We have a resource depot upgrade, which is more storage, more better. Generator range upgrade and power upgrade. I will go for power upgrade. I'll be upgrading them all eventually, so I think I'll go for power. As long as the tents are livable, that's the main thing. I know people have to work in the cold around here, and it is classed as chilly, which is a low risk of getting ill. But I think it's important that we make sure that where they're sleeping at night, that's all warm, especially in things like the care home, which is actually now classed as comfortable because it's got the heater's off. What if you turn it on? No, it doesn't get any hotter. Which which is fine. So we now have more laws are available. So we've got public house, dueling law, we've got extra rations for the ill, overcrowding, ceremonial funerals, which is people who give their lives in the service of the city deserve the highest honour. Give them our dead a ceremonial funeral to inspire the living. Loss of hope caused by deaths is halved. Prosthetics. New blueprint prosthetics, or prosthesis rather, available in the factory, and to be able to work again. I've never actually made those, so do you want to go for that one, or do you want to say extra rations for the ill? Speed up recovery. Prosthesis, let's try that. So, new law. So in the workshop we have, apparently... Is it in here? Where did it say it was going to be? I thought it said the workshop. New blueprint prosthesis available in the factory. Ah, haven't got a factory yet. That's the problem. Yes, we can't build one because we ain't got a factory. Factory is in... there. So we need to be on drafting machines. Okay. Fine. But at least we've got that one. So, max speed out. And you can see discontent is slowly creeping a bit. That's not too bad. Coal is good. And, oh, new things. There we go. That is our automaton. Which, I don't know, there's just something about it that I don't... it's a bit creepy. The automaton is... where is it? I can't see it. But there is a choice we have to make here. Using automatons. Ah, it's telling me how to use them. So, automaton is here. There it is. As you can see, it is stomping along. So the way it works is you can assign it to certain buildings, and it will just sort of crack on doing that. Now, you've got automaton there. Not all buildings, so you can't, for example, assign it to, I believe, a scout. Or you can't really assign it to like workshops or anything like that, or care homes, but you can assign it to like steelworks and things like that. I would highly recommend you do not put it on coal mines because of reasons that I explained before. But what I'm going to do is assign it to the automaton, and that frees up all of the workers and engineers. But the problem with the automaton is that it does need to charge up, so it will need to fuel up. So it goes over to the main generator, and it sort of sucks energy from it and uses some coal there. So we've got people being treated, one amputee. We can hopefully sort that out when we have the prosthesis made. So this is really cool when it locks on. So it's going to walk over, and it sort of becomes part of the machine of the building. So you can see it's sort of getting itself into position. And there you go, it sort of locks on and is sort of becoming like the workforce of it. That's cool. So that's cracking on. Excellent. Okay, good. So, the generator is pumping away. We've got... good grief, we're really low on food. Hopefully, though, we'll be alright when we get the other food in here. Scouts have reached Winterhome, so let's check that one out. So, climbed up the edge of the city, stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed, and the generator has exploded. Steam core 1. Okay, there's the generator, and it's all exploded. The fall of Winterhome. Streets of the ruined city are littered with cars and dead bodies. Or scores of dead bodies, rather. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead, there's no hope. Discovered freshwater springs and the American camp. We're on our own. We now gain 2 steam cores. And we will... yeah, Hope Falls, we're on our own. And must save ourselves and our children. We must go back. How are we supposed to survive? They didn't. Terrible. All those poor people. We can't up like this. They're all dead, and Hope has just hit the absolute deck. Look at that. Oh dear. Winterhome's fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. Yeah. People start gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads throughout the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is setting in. We must give them purpose. So, we have two options. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chance of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. A new set of laws will become available. Order or faith? Order and discipline, or faith and spiritual strength? I think order and discipline. Neighbourhood watch. Need to mobilise and stand together to help people in need, protect them from the troubles or troublemakers. New building watchtower. Watchtowers increase hope of people living nearby. We can only build, or you will have to build 2 watchtowers. I'm going to sign that law. There we go. So we have new laws. I will send these people back to the city because they have 3 steam cores, I believe. So we can now build a watchtower. Where can we build it? Pretty much anywhere. Build it there would be good. Build 1 there at least. And we need to get hope to rise. But we will leave it there. I'm going to have to turn off that overdrive in the generator because it's about to explode. Next episode we will... Oh, can we actually increase the steam level on that one? No, we can't because we haven't researched it yet. It's working on that one. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. All right. I don't think there's any great problem. We've well, there is a bit of a problem. We've got very, very low hope and discontent is rising. We've also got no food and very few food rations. Although we should get quite a bit coming back. The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, convince the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still scared. They want to flee the city, London, in 15 days. So you say we'll save us? Nonsense. What? We are going to orderly decide who to eat first, and then when we start to starve. I don't think I'll be enacting that law, although we'll see in a couple of episodes. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners. People are divided. Some of them are so scared they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. Trying to convince them to join, preying on the discontent. Formulate people to do desperate acts, maintain peace, give people hope, and manage the discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. So basically, we need to increase hope. Yeah, there we go. So, we will pause the game there. Next episode, we will hopefully try and... yeah, raise hope, make sure discontent is low. We will probably end up building another one of these watchtowers. The problem with all of these tents around here is that we can't actually get the watchtower there. I'll probably put the watchtower there, and then it means that when we expand this, we can put the extra things around, the extra homes around here, because we are going to receive another nearly 50 people, over 50 people. Yeah, we need more food sooner rather than later as well. So I need to build probably another hunter's hut very quickly, and then also I think a hothouse. But hothouse we need steam cores, and it's going to take a total of one day 4 hours. So we don't really have the time to wait for that one. Anyway, we'll see what happens next episode. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.